Hey dear sis, welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I'm doing the video a little differently this time, as you can tell. I'm just doing an overview instead of commenting while I'm playing. I'm commenting after I'm playing. I figured that might be better in regards to commentary with this kind of game, because this game's there's not a lot of action really going on. So I think it's just a lot easier if I do it like this. So this was recorded obviously a couple of days ago, or about a week ago. I didn't actually look at the date there. But everything's been going well with my Animal Crossing game. So it's been a while since I last played, so this is me! I look really super cute. I've got a cute little overall dress. I got the stripes. I think I look good with the stripes. I've been ordering stuff online, and I've made some edits to my house, clearly. A house now. I have some stuff in the yard. I'm working on shaping my island. I'm working on changing a lot of stuff, actually. And I got something from the House Academy and things. I'm saving Mom's letter because Mom's letter is important. So here's my little house. I got some flowers growing here on this side. I have a bear. The bear is very cute. I love the bears. I want more of the bears. Some cooking. I learned how to make fish medicine. Obviously, I've got lots of stuff now that I can work with, because you actually helped me a lot. After I played my first video, the first video that came out, you came over and you gave me a bunch of stuff. And I actually had friends that gave me a bunch of stuff that really helped. I've also been making outfits, so I made a Princess Peach dress. I made some hearts, and it looks like a white heart shirt, but they're actually supposed to be for your cheeks. So just wanted to show you here when I wear them on my face. There we go! Super cute and adorable! Because I have some star butterfly designs. So I wanted to keep the face paint, so when I transferred my designs over, then I can wear it. And I'm going to showcase my Princess Peach outfit to ya. So I worked very hard on this one. I think it looks really good. I used the long dress, and I tried to use like a tone that matches the skin for me. But yeah, I think it came out really well. But I'm going to do a lot more jewels and stuff later. So I'm gonna get back dressed to what I'm wearing, because I think what I'm wearing right now is the best. It looks more normal. I actually really like this style that I've got going on with the blue, the brown, the black, and the yellow. Let me know, do I look cute like this? In my next video, I promise, I'll wear different clothes. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really digging this look that I've got. So now I'm just gonna go about the island, and I'm gonna collect some things, because there's a couple things on my to-do list for today. But really, before I leave the area, I'm gonna show you my house. I wanna let you know what the inside looks like since it's been expanded. Ta-da! So it just recently got expanded. I haven't even had a chance to look at everything properly. So I don't really have a whole lot of stuff, but I'm gonna work on getting some more things. I need to get some more stuff. I think with Animal Crossing, I really put more of an emphasis on finishing the museum, on decorating clothes, collecting clothes, and then kind of just collecting items that I like personally. So sometimes I like going for pink rooms, sometimes I like going for all green rooms. I mentioned this in the last video, and I'm 100% deadly serious. Anything space. Anything with space, I will grab it, take it, hold on to it forever, because I really, really love space. There are times where I've had like gothic rooms too. So I think what I want to do is I actually want to make this more like a real house. So I think when I fully expand and I get the other rooms, I'm definitely going to have maybe like a kitchen area in one, and maybe the other one's going to be like a video game room, and then the last room, I'll have to figure something out. Maybe the last room will be my bedroom, my bedroom will be space, and then I'll have this as my main room, and I'll have some stuff. But that's once I have, you know, a lot of bells, and I can do a lot. Love the ocarina. I really love the ocarina. My friend who can customize, I asked her if she was able to customize it. Like, can we make it blue? And you cannot. That's too good of a wish to come true to make it blue so I can feel more like Link. So this is some stuff that I have. I just wanted to show you my storage. And yeah, that's it. I'm probably gonna hang around in this room for a little bit more, I think. I think I'm gonna put some stuff down. And there are going to be times like this where I'm just going to be quiet and just going to watch me play, just because sometimes you can't really commentate on everything when life is going on, you know? I didn't mean to turn off the radio. I really wanted to keep it on. I like listening to the radio. I like music. I like having some noise. I think I was trying to see if I could put the music in there, but I'm guessing since it's a radio, I have to have, it's like an actual CD, which makes sense. It's how they've always been. So I've got a tarantula. I'm trying to think really hard what I want to do with it. So I'm going to save it for later. I don't know why. It's a lot of money. Ooh, a DIY. Poof. I like the little DIY cards. I think they're really cute. And I like the fact that you can at least find one like once a day on your island. Or if you travel to other islands, you can find it. You know, the typical normal Animal Crossing life. So, I found the glowing circle. I have already had some trees. I've replanted the bells just so I can get the more bells. Before in Animal Crossing, I think these trees would be gold in the original game. And every once in a while when you shook it, you got bells. And then I think they slowly turned into it's a hidden tree. If you knew it was the rich tree, you could get bells. And I think now, from what I read, is that you can only get 3,000 bells, and then that's it. I heard, like, that's it. And wasted opportunity. I didn't put my 2 holes behind me so I could get the extra bells. I am now doing that. My brain just wasn't thinking about that when I was playing. So where I'm going to be going right now is I'm going to go over to Blathers. I have set Blathers up. I put him where this pond was because I figured it was nice. So because he's here officially in a tent, I'm going to take some stuff in with me to have him take a look. And I'm going to probably collect a whole bunch of stuff because since this is only temporary, I want to have the museum now. Ooh, hello, Blathers. He talks really fast, and I think I go through this really fast, so I can't really replicate his voice. Let's try. Now, regarding the aforementioned research, truth be told, I am determined to open a museum and henceforth dwell on this island amongst you. So should you discover new type of insect or fish, I plan to exhibit these creatures as well as you give Tom Nook in the museum. Though I confess this is one smallish problem, that is I lack the number of exhibits needed to procure, so the empty display cases will not do, I'm told. Empties, which is where you come in. Well, you see, I'm not the only insects and fish I plan to display my student. As it happens, there sits a substantial I would bet my pin feathers is primitive, but the river, you say, I just can't hop over it, you say. Ooh, silly, you have a solution as audacious as trying to pop. Pardon me, Sora, while I transmit the So, you saw that I clearly vaulted over. That's because, it was you or my friend gave me the vault, or gave me the DIY for it. So, I already had this information. So, I was already good. Especially since I put him over the river. Alright, so let's talk to him because I have some stuff. Blathers, you must take my things. Please, I'm begging you. I have lots. And I have to do it one at a time, which is super annoying. It's a fossil! Fossil fuels! I like that it echoed a little bit. And it's a Diplo tail tip. Why only the tip? Just the tip. Whoops, okay. Well, it's the tail tip, so it's okay, it's fine, we're good. So, I was like, I don't really want to listen to any of the explanations. I'm not really interested in what you guys say, Blathers. So, he keeps it, and so basically, anytime we bring fossils, he has to assess them, or quote-unquote, appraise them first, before we can donate it. So, he says we need 14 items. to be able to get a donation, or to be able to get the museum. So this is where I start clicking on the multiple ones. And there, I should mention right now, there's actually probably going to be a couple of different skips, because as you can see, this video is almost an hour long. So I wanted to cut down some of the times like this where all he's doing is assessing. So we go from fossils, and then I'm leaving because I finished the fossils that I had. He finished talking about that. I went outside to grab the rest of the items that would work for the 15 total that he's looking at, even though I definitely have more than 15 here. So I'm just like, oh, let's just collect it. Let's just grab them. And then I realized I had to be next to it to get the item. Alright. I made sure nothing was left behind, and let's go back to Blathers. And here I go in, going, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop? So he freaked out over a bug, and I hadn't seen him freaked over a bug, and I was laughing at this because I missed his reaction. Because he's like, the bane of my existence. He's like, oh, disgusting, get it out of here. I'll take it and lovingly take care of it. And he's like, yuck. I love it. So I figured I want to see his reaction about the thing that I found grossest, which was the tarantula, because the tarantula is terrifying. And so I actually played through the entire thing, and just to torture him, I said, please tell me. And he's like, oh no. It's said to be quite docile, but have you ever seen such foul fuzziness? They have barbed belly hair! Barbed belly hair! Those awful arachnids let loose their spiky... He's like, they prey on even birds! Who needs protecting from who? You're literally a human-sized bird, I'm assuming. But again, he's like, the bane of my existence, but I will lovingly care for it. Just, oh, it was hilarious. So I skipped and I donated everything I had, so that means I have to wait 2 days for the museum to appear. Because tomorrow it's going to be under construction, and then it'll open up the next day, which I didn't find out until the next day. And when I realized that, I'm like, oh no. And then I had a growing concoction of bugs and fish that I've collected for him. I don't know why I paused there so much. So I was really excited because I love the museum. The museum's like one of the funnest things in each Animal Crossing game. And that's something that I'll have to show you at another time. But I know you've already got your museum up and running because you've been playing the game a lot more than me. So this is where I decided to put everything I had that I couldn't donate back here. And I just decided to make this the donation corner. Alright, so now I'm back up front. I'm going to go into resident services, but there's a crack in the floor. We got to go grab that, our fossil. I have yet to see a pitfall though. Has anybody seen pitfalls? Are pitfalls in this game even? Or maybe they're going to appear at a later date, or maybe a certain season? I wonder, I'm really curious. Also, when I was playing this game, like my first few days were all rainy days. I didn't have a sunny day, so I don't know if that's good or bad. I prefer the sunny days because I always want to have my umbrella out. So here we're talking about opening up a shop, and ooh, no one loves shopping more than me, especially if it means I can get some clothes. But I think there's going to be a different clothes shop specifically in this game. I don't know. I am happy with my home. I am a lot more comfortable. Yes, flooring and wallpaper. It's so hard to choose. You can't just give me decorating options and tell me to only pick one. Yep, the HHH. I got a gift from them. Thank you, Mr. Nook. Oh, loans. 98,000 bells. So I did ask seriously, can I pay in miles? And I can't. I hate it. I hate it. Oh well. So now I'm in debt. Again. I mean, I'm already in debt in real life. So it's just kind of like, yay! Wow, great. Thanks. I love being in debt. It's the best thing in the world. It's the most exciting thing in the world. So he talks about the Nook Miles ticket, and at first I thought it was a way to meet other villagers, but it's also a way to get some materials too. So he wants to talk, so I say sure. And I'm like, a new shop? Yes! So he says he's a little bit limited. He's spoken with our fearless leader. Building materials are hard to get. Zero impact on the native flora or fauna. And look, fauna, here's the name of my town. Ay! Ay! Get the click. Yeah, you better be welcomed, because I am doing all the hard work for you. And because of what? I'm the resident rep? That's unfair. You can't just make me do all the work just because I'm the resident rep. Ugh. And then I'm like, okay, well, I think I have some. So I'm actually going to stop and I'm going to talk a little bit here, just in regards to everything going on. I know I briefly mentioned it at the end of the last video in regards to the COVID-19 virus that is going around, or as everyone's calling it, coronavirus. It's really impacted a lot of our lives in a lot of different ways. A lot of us are social distancing, and it's a worldwide pandemic that when you look at the news, everything just feels more and more bleak each day. Like, I can't look at the news without finding something about the virus. And people are posting some good things, you know, people helping others out, or companies doing things to help their local towns. But you can't just find, you know, normal news anymore. And when you're stuck at home, social distancing, and if you're working from home, or if you're not able to work, it's just kind of disheartening that you can't really do much. So Animal Crossing coming out kind of feels like it's been a saving grace, just because you can experience some of these things in game. And while yes, it's not the same as being actually outside, it's not the same as actually talking with your friends. So many of my friends bought this game and are playing Animal Crossing. It surprised me. Like, this is the most I've ever seen any of my friends online on my Switch. Like, I've had so many, and I've visited so many islands, and it's been great. Like, this game honestly has made everything feel better. And while we're adjusting to social distancing, things are being closed, you can't really do much, it's just really important that you find ways to keep you, well, for lack of a better word, sane. You know, you've got to do some things to change your lifestyle a bit, just so you don't feel like you're stuck. So, well, it's very important to wash your hands, social distance, make sure you wash anything you get, touch, receive. Did my volume go out on the game? I wonder if that's actually just my headphones. Maybe that is my headphones, I don't know. So, my volume, like, for my game just, like, gone, died. That's so weird. Okay, well, watch me run around for a bit, because I can't pause me talking. Wow, technical difficulties. Woohoo! I'm gonna, like, hit everything on my desk. Excuse me, what? Okay. This. Yeah, there's no volume. That's weird. For me, like, watching my playthrough, that is actually really, really strange. Like, I can hear my computer, but the thing here is, like, gone. Whoa, dude. What if it doesn't work like that? Huh. Okay, reconnected. Okay. I don't know what went down. I don't know what changed, but okay, I'm back online. What am I even doing? I haven't seen anything. Oh, I'm planting flowers. Okay. Flowers are also very important to me. I love breeding flowers with different genes and types and all that jazz. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm kind of starting my own little garden so I can try to get, you know, orange flowers, pink flowers, blue and purple are really my favorites. Especially if I can make black flowers. I think you can make black flowers in one game, right? I'm going to decorate my island for a little bit. So where was I at? About keeping sane, right? Doing things to keep you sane. So here are just a couple of things just to keep in mind if you're stuck at home. Is just make sure that you do some exercising. Make sure you get up. Make sure you are doing some things. Like maybe some strength exercises, or maybe take a run around your house if you can, or run around a room, you know? I think that's always really important to do that. And I think, oh, I'm kind of trying to catch a pill bug. I was like, what am I doing? Stephanie, go get it. It's right there. Stephanie, come on. Really, Stephanie? Thank you. That was really, that was really sad to watch. And I don't know what I expected there. And there I am, I'm like, I don't know what I expected either. So exercising is one bit. If you've got some hobbies, definitely partake in your normal hobbies. So playing video games is one of mine, so I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. I've also been working on, I cosplay, so I've actually been working on costume stuff. But more specifically, I'm trying to do an Ariel costume, so I'm actually working on making her shells right now. I think they look pretty good. They're kind of big. They're a little heavy, which actually makes me a little concerned. So I'm trying to find ways to keep the shells glued to my fabric. And I'm going to sew some of it in there as well. So here, I think something's going to happen soon in the game. I think I made a note that something was going to happen. Whoops, I missed. And there's some bees. And watch me do this. I'm like, nut! And then I got caught. At least I don't have to deal with the bees in real life. And I got stung. I was really hating myself from this. What else can you do while social distancing? My sister, this is for you, sis. Why am I saying my sister? You told me about, there was like a family recreating Disney rides in their home. I think that's great. I like watching a British show called Taskmaster, and they're doing something called home taxing. Another bee! Oh my gosh, here I am trying to run, I'm gonna get hit. There I am. Twice in a row. How unlucky can you be? And I fainted. I didn't realize that you fainted after you got stung by wasps twice in a row. But good thing I'm right by home. So they have home tasking, which I think's been really fun. I haven't partaken in it because I don't have a Twitter. Surprise, surprise. Lindsay's online. Lindsay's playing Animal Crossing. So that's been fun. I like that. And I know it's kind of surprising for me to say like, oh, I don't have a Twitter. See, everybody kind of looks at me and they go, you don't have a Twitter? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm on social media wise, probably the three, at least media platforms that I go on a lot is I'll be on Instagram. I have Facebook, but Facebook's more so for friends and family. I don't add people I don't know on Facebook. And then I have a Tumblr account that I've had for like 10 years because I just can't get rid of Tumblr. There is no way to leave Tumblr. And I've been chatting with friends. I've been chatting with my coworkers, chatting with family members. So trying to be as social as what I normally would be, which I know can be really difficult. And these are kind of difficult times. If you do need to go out, just again, practice good hygiene. And I found a dead man, and I tried to swing at him. That's not good. I found Gulliver! This is the first time Gulliver's on my island, so I'm going to talk to him for a little bit. But basically what I'm saying is don't feel like you're getting cabin fever. You're allowed out. You know, you can walk around. If you live in a neighborhood, go take a walk around your neighborhood. If you live in an apartment complex, maybe take a walk around your apartment complex. You know, just make sure again you're doing social distancing, limiting your physical contact with people, and just being safe. That's really the main thing about this pandemic, is we have to be safe. And like I said in the last video, the best advice I can give you is just get Animal Crossing, because I've been having the time of my life playing this game. But Animal Crossing always has done that for me. But I like creating my own island. I really love it. I think this game is so great and couldn't have come out at a better time. Even though Nintendo didn't plan it like this, I think this is great. And speaking of Nintendo, so I'm going to change subjects. Basically, one more last thing about the virus, and then I'm going to stop talking about it, is I really hope, sis, I know you're home with me, so I already know you're fine. But to anybody else who's watching these videos, I really hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy. I hope your loved ones are safe and healthy. And just, we'll make it through, don't worry. It may not happen immediately, but we will be fine. You'll be fine. Just take it one day at a time. And if the news is getting you down, then don't look at the news. Just look at something else. Go read some fake news. There's lots of good fake news out there. Or watch a good meme. Watch a good video. So speaking of Nintendo, Nintendo did release a Nintendo Direct Mini recently. I mean, this has been obviously days since this posted, and I found a present and I'm going to shoot it from the sky. And they said the next Smash character is from ARMS, which really surprised me. I didn't think we'd be getting an ARMS character. I thought we would be getting... I really suck at shooting this thing. I thought we would be getting an ARMS character from the first round of fighters, not the second round. But basically that kind of tells us anybody who is a spirit, or anybody who is a assist trophy, could end up being a DLC character. If it ends up having Springman, then that means we could have a potential to have Waluigi, which is very exciting. I would absolutely love to have Waluigi as a fighter. And if it doesn't include Springman and instead focuses more on Ribbon Girl and the other fighter characters, then again, that means we don't have to count out spirits. So I know a lot of people were really hoping for Genos from Super Mario RPG. I've never played it, and I really don't care for Genos' design. I really don't care for him. I just want Sora. Give me Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and we have a deal. Then you can have your Genos. You can have whatever you want, but I want Sora. This Disney girl wants her Sora, because you've already given me Bayonetta, because Bayonetta was a character I wanted from Smash, and you gave me King K. Rool, who was another one I really wanted from Smash. So, I mean, honestly, I think I've already mentioned this one before, is I would really want either Phoenix Wright or Professor Layton to be in the game as well. I think Phoenix Wright is more likely than Professor Layton, but I love Professor Layton, so I'm just biased. I just really want Professor Layton in the game, because I just want him to, like, puzzle everyone out. You know, I think it'd be great. So here I'm going to add to my collection of things to donate to the museum. Trust me, it gets really bad. It gets very much bad. So I'm just kind of placing a whole bunch of stuff around. I'm like, well, I don't want to carry all this stuff. I don't want to leave it in my house. So we're just going to put it right here for him. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this looks good. This is good. I'm not missing anything else. Everything is here. Banana over. And I can collect everything again. So I'm gonna drop some stuff just because I don't want to hold it right now. I've got some plans of things I want to do. Oh, and so going back to ARMS. So with ARMS, apparently the character is going to come out in June. So I've already bought the second fighter pass. I purchased the entire thing So no matter what characters they announce, I am going to get it. Because I did that with the first pass. I bought the entire pass when they were like, oh, if you want to pre-purchase this, you can, but you absolutely don't have to. We'd appreciate it. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, I am so doing that. And I did it with this one because there's 6 characters. So I'm like, oh, heck yes, I'm doing that. So I made some medicine to heal my weirded eye that has 6 puncture holes in it. Oh, cute as ever. Oh yeah, I changed my face because my face was different. I changed the eyes because I was looking at my eyes, and while the eyes I had in the last video, I feel like definitely represent my eyes, I like the bigger eyes. I like the kawaii look, the very super cutie look. And my hair. This is the hairstyle that I actually have in real life. Besides the color, because I have brown hair. I've always had brown hair. And my part in my hair is actually more on, if you swapped it, where the bang was mostly on the right-hand side, then that is me. That's actually my hair that you've got. But I like picking, I think I mentioned this in one of my Pokemon games, was that I actually really like picking orange hair. But since this doesn't cost anything to change my hair or to change the color, I'm probably going to change it to whatever I'm wearing a lot. But if I have to spend money, then typically my default hair color is always going to be orange. And actually, at one of my meetings from work, for a reason or another, basically, I ended up wearing a red wig, and my coworkers were saying, oh, you would look really good if you had like red or orange hair, maybe like dark red or dark orange. And I'm like, please don't tell me that, because I'm gonna go out and do it. I've never dyed my hair though, so I've never had that experience. And I know that's probably gonna surprise some people. Like, I've never done it. Not even like temporary dye. I've never had chalk in my hair. I have used like the spray stuff from Halloween, but that's probably the max of what I've done. And that stuff doesn't really work. That stuff's like, it's really ugly looking because it's like hairspray. So, I really only use it, I buy some, but I only use it if I have costumes and the wigs don't fully fit my head, and if I have some hair sticking out, depending on the kind of look I want. Especially if the wig is a lighter color, then I'll spray my hair just to help match the wig a bit better. But it's really rare if I have to do that. Super, super rare. But sometimes I'll get it just for Halloween. Like if I end up getting people who come over to my house who want to dress up, then that kind of gives them more of an option if they want to do their hair differently. Or if I just feel like I want to do it one day. Because I'm probably going to do that one day while here in self-quarantine. But maybe one day I should dye my hair orange. Like, I thought about dyeing my hair now since I'm working from home. Not that my workplace has anything against hair colors. We've had somebody come in who had bright blue hair, so it doesn't really quite matter. It's really so long as our hair is styled nicely, you know? You want to make sure that you're looking professional. So I'm like, maybe I should do it in an orange color. Maybe I should actually just go for it. I don't know how it would look, and I probably would definitely like talk with all my friends first and just be like, hey, so if I did this, would it be okay? Do you think I'd look good? Do you think it matches? Because I do have blue eyes, and I think that would be a nice, you know, little take on it. And I have curly hair, which is still the one thing that really surprises between you and I, the differences in us. I know anybody watching out there, you don't know what we look like. Well, kind of. I've said that I've got blue eyes, but you have perfectly straight hair, and I have like really thick curly hair, and your hair is thin enough to where barrettes will fall straight through. And my hair is thick and curly enough that I can braid it, and it'll keep the braid without me putting like a tie on it. Like, it'll keep the braids. So if I'm missing a hair tie, no problem. Just braid my hair and it'll stay like that. Especially the smaller the braid, the better. And it's just really weird how genetics works out like that. Of how you got that trait and I got this one. Because I think the curly hair really comes more so from mom's side of the family, and then the straight hair comes from dad's side of the family. Correct me if I'm wrong. The other trait that I like to say this a lot in our family is I like to say that our blue eyes are a dominant trait instead of being recessive, because blue eyes is a recessive gene. It's not very popular in terms of probability. Like, you're more likely to get any other eye color than blue. But I like saying it's a dominant trait because it's the one very rare trait that we could, like, actually say, oh, like, this gene has run for many generations of, you know, like how Lieutenant Armstrong, is it Lieutenant Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist, where he's like, for many generations the Armstrong family has had these traits or has had this, and I'm like, that's us with blue eyes. Like, the blue eyes is apparently like a thing that goes down throughout our father's side of the family. Like, our dad has blue eyes, our grandfather has blue eyes, his dad had blue eyes, his dad had blue eyes. It kind of goes forward. And Dad, I think you were here. Yeah, you were here. You were here when you listened to this. He had said that he was looking up genealogy, and we had, what was it, 8 relatives who put in paperwork to be drafted for, oh, what was it? World War II? I think it was World War II. And he found out that 6 out of 8 of them wrote down that they had blue eyes, and they all were from different families. They were all related to us, but they were all from different families, and 6 out of 8 had blue eyes. One of them put down gray, which I kind of constitute that as blue. I have some friends that tell me I have gray blue eyes. I have one friend in particular who said it, and ever since she said it, I was like, I do have this trait. Whoa! You know, it was really cool. Because even though we both have blue eyes, we both have different colored blue eyes. Which I think is really interesting. Like, our blue eyes are not the same. And I think that's because I really feel like I got a little bit more of mom's genes in me. But then again, I think you got a little bit more of dad's genes in you. And then the other person had brown eyes. So it's just kind of interesting how, you know, genes work and with your family. And I think it's really interesting that dad's able to get that information. I think it's kind of interesting when you are able to see, like, your family's past and see some of the traits that are continuing and have been going on. And now I got bored, and I'm gonna find some communication parts because Gulliver's still stuck on my island, and as much as I like Gulliver, he needs to get off. He needs to find his own island to be deserted on. And I think it's actually really cute that you can make your own fish bait from the little, what are they called? Mollusks? Mollusks? With the thing? And I do kind of like that you have to collect some stuff to get them to give you things. Because I think before all you had to do was talk to Gulliver and he would say he'd send you something later, right? I think so. Anytime I look at Gulliver, though, he just kind of reminds me of Sealand from Italia. I don't know. Well, I think it's just a sailor outfit, even though there's lots of characters that wear sailor costumes. Like, I could say easily that he reminds me of Donald Duck, and you would agree. But specifically, I don't know why. He reminds me of Sealand. And then I saw a present in the distance, and I'm like, I must go. I have to go. I'm still looking for pieces. I need this. And then I was really happy I flipped over. So let's go get our present. Or no, I don't get the present. I ignore the present? Really? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, Stephanie, go back. You should get the present. It was right there. He wasn't going to move anywhere. Stephanie, I'm surprised at myself. Why did I do that? What am I doing? Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. I am such a huge idiot. Go back and get your gift, dude. Oh my goodness. I kind of match him. I kind of match him with the stripes. Please go get your gift. Stephanie. Stephanie, you don't want your gift? What am I doing? Whoa. I'm literally angry at myself. How could I have done that? Oh my gosh. And this is where you're going to be thinking, well, if you were recording while playing, well, yeah, but I wanted to do something different, okay? Shush. Oh my gosh. I should like start a count of how many things I do in Animal Crossing where I should have done something else, you know, like, because I'm seeing this after it's done, and I can't be angry at myself because the deed has been done. The gift has been lost. Oh my goodness, I hate it. Well, speaking of gifts, I will let anybody else playing out there know. I've heard rumors about a quote-unquote Tarantula Island, and I did actually have an encounter with Tarantula Island, and when I first got to Tarantula Island, I was terrified and freaked out of my mind, because I'm not very good at catching tarantulas. I'm a lot better now, only out of practice. And apparently, you can make any island Tarantula Island, because I saw somebody wrote this online, didn't really believe it, tried it, and it worked. So apparently, if you go to an island from using the Nook Miles, and you get rid of, if you clean it up, like you pick the flowers, you pick the weeds, you chop down the trees, you get rid of the stumps, catch any bugs that are out there, and then you can release the bugs. If you basically clean off the island, tarantulas will start popping up, or scorpions if you're in the southern hemisphere. And tarantulas give about 8,000 bells per tarantula, so you can get a lot. So if you're using the islands to get some like new materials or for fruit and stuff, definitely do that. But if you go to an island and it doesn't have anything you really want, clear it out, get tarantulas, make lots of profit, because it is super easy and it's absolutely fantastic. So I'm dropping a whole bunch of stuff here because I'm thinking about flying out, because I have a Nook Miles ticket, and I don't think I've flown out before at this point. So I'm kind of only bringing the quote-unquote essential things with me. And I'm thinking really hard of what I need. And I'm like, I need all of these. And really, you don't really need a whole lot. Like, definitely an axe and maybe a shovel, but that's really it. Everything else you can kind of craft once you're on the island. What did I grab? Some fruit? I think I grabbed some fruit in case if I needed to, you know, get some extra strength. What? No, best friends are online, but you're my best friend. There you are. You've got pink hair. To quote you, you wanted to go for a Harajuku style. That's what you said. You wanted to go for that absolutely super cutesy look. Because when I went to your island, I was very jealous. I was really upset at you. I'm like, how are you so cute? I'm like, I hate you. You're too fashionable. That's what I want to be. You can't be the fashionable one between us, is how I felt. And you just laughed at me. I mean, accurate. But I am the little sister. I want all the things you got. But now I do have some of the things that you got. So now I feel confident. I'll probably post a video at one point of just me playing the game with no commentary. Maybe just to see if you tell me, like, hey, you upload a video, but there's no commentary on it. And I'll be like, haha, that's the point. Because I can make my own commentary later. Like, I could add a whole bunch of subtitles of what I'm really thinking while things are going on. Because it seems like with a lot of Animal Crossing videos, people are either commenting on what they're doing, or they're making really funny Animal Crossing videos. I'm not that entertaining. I can't do that. I can't just do clips of the funny stuff. And especially since this is my second day of playing and recording, I really just wanted to show you and anybody else out there like kind of the beginnings of getting started. So my next video, I've definitely have advanced a lot further. So I'll show off more of what I've done. And we're gonna go flying. My spirits rising in this place called Slaughter Race. So it's raining, no matter where I go. And a lot of the islands I go to, it's raining. I hate it. So, it's an island. This is an island. So this is a pretty normal, typical island that you would find. So, I'm trying to save the coconut tree. I'm like, I want this coconut tree. And this is actually the reason why the video is super long. It's because I really wanted to record showing an island out. At least my first trip to an island. And here I am again, not utilizing the two-hole trick. I'm such a fool. You probably would agree. I am such a fool. But there's so many resources. I kind of feel like Ratcliffe from Pocahontas, and I'm like, I can smell gold. I can smell resources. I smell fuel. Da-ding! You know, that's kind of how I feel. So there's a bird wandering around. I talked to her because she looks really cute. Actually, I like her outfit. Her outfit's so cute. So, I start wandering around because I'm like, I don't know if I want her or not yet. I'm gonna think about it. Stephanie, come on, just do the two-hole trick. I shouldn't have commentated after. This is really making me aggravated. Not as aggravated as Zelda 2. Of which, I am not guaranteeing I am playing any more or less of that game. So, yeah. That'll come out just whenever, I guess. And I'm not very good at picking where I want to shovel. I was just being mean. Really? See, I'm such a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone please save me. Just come out and save me and guide me. I'm just gonna blame the fact I haven't played Animal Crossing in a while. That's it. Stephanie, you need some help. It's like, stop. Get some help. And one day I'll be a good player. I'll play the game as intentionally made? As intended. That's what I wanted to say. As intended. As Nintended. That was a bad pun. I know. I'm sorry. Being self-isolated and everything's making me reevaluate my life. Gotta get some lovely oranges. I figured I could collect the oranges just to either sell at somebody else's island or to eat as power-ups. wanted to see what wearing a tulip would look. It doesn't really quite match my outfit. It's like a off-white, off-yellow-ish color. But I'm keeping the flowers. Because again, I really want flowers more than anything else right now. And I'm not going to say no to free flowers. Or free fruit. Even though, again, I have oranges, so really collecting the fruit is kind of pointless. So I kind of wish, like, excuse me, I kind of wish, like, when it's raining and stuff, that it looked like as though your clothes are getting wet and your hair dampens a little bit. I would really like to see, and that happen. Oh, so what I'm doing, just to explain, is I just wanted to see if I could bury it and if it would pop up flowers. That's all I was doing. I was just trying to see if that's how it worked, because I'm like, why is it one per flower? And then it kind of dawns on me of, oh, this is how you can't steal a whole bunch of stuff from an island. I'm like, this makes sense. So I talked to Celia, because I've decided I liked her, and I'm like, move to my island, please. I like Celia, I like her colors. You will absolutely love it there. Yes, contact Mr. Nook. Become in debt. I made your house already, so you're in debt to me as well. If you've decided, it's like, move to my town. Enjoy the debt. I am going to have to come up once I'm able to create like a town tune and a flag. I think for New Leaf, I created the green spiritual stone from Ocarina of Time. I think I created that. And then I think I had a Legend of Zelda song. I think that's what I did. I'll probably do the same thing with this one. Because with fauna, I really think of animals, but I don't really want to have to put create a whole animal design. I'm really bad at drawing animals. So I'll probably just do the same. I'll probably use the green spirit stone. And then maybe write fauna on it. And then I'll have to pick a Zelda song. And then if I want to change it later, I'll change it later. But at least just the start, you know. So I already got an idea in mind, which is more important to me than anything. I love the town tune. We used to change it a lot in the original Animal Crossing game between you, me, and Mom. Or you, Mom, and I. Excuse me. Let me say my grammar correctly. We used to change it a lot. I think you and I were really gung-ho about making it musical, and then Mom would come in and just kind of go, and we're like, Mom! Which is the other thing, too, that I did talk with Nintendo about, because, like I said, our mom really likes Animal Crossing, and I wanted her to play, like, and have her own account and her own island to do things on. And found out that apparently doesn't matter, one system, one island. Doesn't matter if you have different accounts. And I was really upset when I found that out, because I thought it'd be so great for her to play again, but to be able to kind of do what she wants. Because I already have ideas and things in place for the island that I'm living on. And I'm like, if you're living on my island, Mom, I would impose rules on you, and I don't want to do that. And she's like, I don't want that, or anything. And I felt so bad, like I cried over it. And I contacted Nintendo, and I was like, Nintendo, why is it like this? Is it going to be like this? And they basically said yes. So I complained. They forwarded my complaint forward. There was a survey. I put it in the survey. I was just like, why can they not have their own island? Why is there not an option for their own island? There is enough data. Ooh, my phone went off. Excuse me. Forget Kim Possible for a moment there. So, yeah. So apparently anybody, if you don't already know, it's only one island per system, and that's in the save system. This is in the save file in your system, not connected to the micro SD card that you have. It's not connected to the physical game if you bought a physical game, because that's what I did. I bought a physical game. Does not matter. You can only have one island, and it sucks. So just letting you know, if for anybody else who didn't know about that. Mom doesn't watch the YouTube videos, so, or at least she hasn't yet that I know of. So maybe for her birthday coming up, I'll buy her, I'll see if anybody else wants to pitch in, but maybe we'll buy her a Nintendo Switch, and we'll buy her Animal Crossing, because she really does like Animal Crossing. She's played it so much. In the, like I said, in the original game, she was the first one out of the three of us to get like the gold statue, and when we had it on the Wii, she played the Wii one a lot. But then that way we can get her like her own games. She plays the Wii every once in a while. So it's not like she doesn't play video games. She does play video games. It's just not very often. So that's where I feel like at times she feels like it's not worth it because she doesn't use it as often. But that's the thing, is like, even though you don't use it often, you're still using it. So I think that's what I want to do. I think that's what I want to... Lindsay, you were just on. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably talk about it more with you later when it's closer to her birthday. But that's what I'm thinking. I think that'd be a nice gift. We did get Dad a Cricket. We did, like, all three of us combined our powers together and bought Dad a Cricket for his birthday. So I think we can do something big for Mom. I think that'd be fine. We can get her the Animal Crossing Switch version and be jealous that she has it. So I have enough Nook Miles to buy some cool hairstyles, or pop hairstyles, excuse me. I really want to pop, because pop hairstyles are poppin'. So I know this video, whoops, I'm sorry. I know this video is kind of a hodgepodge of a mess of a whole bunch of different things. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's like this. But hey, you're going to get a different video experience every time from me, so maybe I might be commentating. I'll probably do this way more often. I think this way's a lot easier. That way I can just kind of enjoy playing the game myself, and then I can be upset at what I'm doing later. I don't know. Maybe the next one I'll play live again, just for fun. And again, maybe I just won't even commentate at all. Maybe you're just going to get me playing Animal Crossing. You don't know. You don't know my life. So, I am going to leave you. I hope you're having lots of fun on your island. I know I am. You'll probably visit me soon. I'll probably visit you soon. And that's it. Alright, so I'll talk to you later, sis. Bye!